Charles Richardson Show is uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
Tech support, my name is Kunal. How may I be of assistance?
Yeah, hi. Your website logged me out, and now it won't take my password.
I can take care of that for you, sir. What site were you using?
Sticky Tits.
I'm sorry?
Sticky Tits. .jizz.
Okay, sir. And can I get your username?
Oh, my name's Mark.
Hi, Mark. I said your username.
Dr. Cochter.
Oh, is that a DR or
It's
is it...
spelled out.
And for security purposes, what was the name of your first pet?
Charlie, but that's not what I wrote down.
What did you write, sir?
I put, screw this question, I want to jerk it.
And we're good. Now, what video were you watching?
I had a bunch of different tabs open, I don't know.
Anything you can remember, sir.
So is this necessary?
Yes, sir. It'll really help us get your account back up and running.
Okay, it was a guy and a girl.
You're going to have to be a little more specific, sir.
It was a babysitter, and the guy was dressed like a giant baby, and he had her up against the wall, and he was slapping her
in the face.
No, in the butt. He was slapping her butt, and it rippled.
I'm sorry, it rippled?
Yes, it was a close up of her butt, and her butt rippled.
And was it around this butt ripple that you were logged off?
No, it was during the foot job. Is this being recorded?
For quality assurance, yes.
Okay, hi, who's that?
I'm a quality assurance representative.
Sir, I'm going to need a list of the search items that you used.
I searched amateur.
And?
Interracial.
And?
Mother and daughter.
And?
Fisting, gagging, and tent rape.
I'm sorry, that last one?
Yeah, it's short for tentacle rape. Look,
Sir, how often do you access our site?
I'm sorry, who is this?
I'm an account representative.
Okay, I go on once every couple of weeks.
That's not what my records are showing.
Then what did you ask me for?
All right, sir. I'm going to have to ask you to recreate the events leading up to the problem.
You mean do what I was doing right before?
Yes.
No.
Well, I can always delete your account.
Okay, all right, fine. Hold on. First, I emptied a bottle of lotion into my hand, belt around my neck, and nipple clamps. And while I was watching the video, I would whisper to myself, ooh, just like that, just like that. Now, do you have everything you need from me?
Please, sir, go on.
And I was about 3 knuckles deep, up inside of my own...
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Who's that?
Kevin?
Okay, Kevin, what do you do? Yeah, okay, how many people are on this phone call right now?
Hi.
Hey.
How are ya?
Guilty.
What's up?
Okay, thank you. I'm getting off now.
Oh, no.
Come on, you're blue balling us.
Bye.
Tech support, my name is Kunal.
Introducing Trailer Trash Barbie. She's larger and meaner than them other prissy stuck-up thinking they're better than you Barbies. Now, every girl can live the fantasy of ignorance and poverty with her special trailer park friend. Every Trailer Trash Barbie comes complete with 2 packs of Marlboro Lights for Barbie smoking pleasure, a bottle of drugstore brand scotch to refresh Barbie during her busy day of bitching, stinking, and watching TV. Waffle House and Shoney's uniforms sold separately. Trailer Trash Barbie comes with platinum blonde hair with black roots showing, blue eyeshadow, and cocoa beige colored teeth. Plus, a Miracle O Procreation button. Press button on Barbie's back, and she's pregnant again. There's also an action pull string where Trailer Trash Barbie can say up to 11 phrases, including, I done told you freaking kids to get the hell out of my yard. Oh, damn constipation again. Where the frig are my cigarettes? And more. Barbie double-wide dream trailer with stained carpet, broken steps, and black and white TV sold separately. And coming soon, abusive boyfriend Ken with sour milk breath.
Actually said light mayo.
Oh my God!
We've been here for like half an hour.
Excuse me, but I'm a sandwich artiste. Now, if you got a problem with it, take your ass down to McDonald's. It's right around the corner.
Every Subway ever.
Yes.
Okay, I'll talk to you later. Okay, so what I'm going to need are 2 Parmesan hot bread 6-inch subs with extra Italian, 1 rat-sized nibble of cheese baked onto 2 half palms of lettuce, dashed with sweet pepper spritzed with hand-pressed authentic olive oil, filled with Swedish roast beef, fused with another 6-inch sub that's done veggie, vegan, veterinarian style, brought down from the Himalayas by a well-mannered Sherpa named Gombu.
Okay, you want a 6-inch Pakistan... What?
Every Subway smells the same.
Hi, I'd like a salad, please.
Okay. What kind of bread?
No, a salad?
Right. What kind of bread?
None. A salad.
Right. What kind of bread option?
A salad!
Subway is the best because it's fresh.
All right, man, you're all set. Eat fresh.
I'm sorry?
It's our slogan. Eat fresh.
I should eat fresh? So you're telling me to not eat this sandwich?
No.
Why does all your bread look sad?
Doesn't matter. It's fresh.
Greetings, sir or madam.
Hey.
So I'm trying to eat healthier now, so that's why I'm here at Subway today. Do you have whole wheat bread?
Of course we do.
Perfect. I'll get 2 foot-long meatball subs with double provolone and an extra row of meatballs and the largest Coke that you have. And then instead of chips, can I instead get a 3-foot-long party sub dunked in mayo?
You look fresh. What's your name?
Subway.
I said a salad!
What kind of bread?
No bread! Just vegetables in a bowl!
What? Wait, bread bowl? How many types of bread does Subway sell?
Lettuce and tomato?
Yes, please. And could I also get spinach, cucumbers, onions, both the white and the purple, please? Pickles and bell peppers, cheese, both shredded and sliced, obviously.
Sweet. Is that it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Could I get a little more lettuce, please? Give me more lettuce. All right, just a little more lettuce, please. Sir, am I gonna have to call your manager? I want more lettuce. Perfect. Just wrap it on up and I'll be on my merry way.
All right. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Eat fresh.
Could I actually get my 12-inch cut into 6 2-inches, and then those cut in half into 1-inch 1-inches?
Great. Now put all the vegetables into the bowl.
Wow. So it's only vegetables.
Yes, a salad. It's perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, would you like this toasted?
No.
How long would you like this toasted for? I like subs. I'm not talking about subtraction.
I've got every single one. Pokemon,
Hi.
not STDs.
Hi. I would love a cup of broccoli cheddar soup.
Oh my God. She's here. The chosen one. The day finally came. No one ever buys our soup. It would be my honor to serve you soup, my dear lady, yes. We only have chicken noodle soup today. Tuesdays. Broccoli cheddar day. I'm so sorry. We've let you down. Oh, chosen one. See you in the next life, dear friend. In the next life, dear friend. Oh, wait.
Why isn't it burning?
I don't know. Did we forget to plug the soup in?
Oh, we haven't had it plugged in years. We discontinued it in like 2008.
Oh my gosh. I guess it's just been sitting there, huh?
Yeah, I just yeah, weird.
Okay, in that case, I will just get a salad.
For sure. What type of bread?
Every Subway ever.
Thank you guys so much for keeping it fresh with us. Click the box on the left to watch every McDonald's.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
and welcome everybody. It is a Friday. It's a Friday. That means it is the end of the week. It is the end of the work week. Everybody that works Monday through Friday knows that today is the end of the work week. And if you do work Saturdays, then well, you're just fucked, I guess.
Stop it.
Just saying, you work Saturdays, it ain't the end of the week.
Oh, you're such a
one more fucking day to go. I work Saturdays. I know it sucks.
Matt works every day. There's no such thing as a day off.
Well, to me there is.
Well,
yeah.
Not to the rest of us.
See, we're not lucky like Matt to get to work every day.
To get to work every day? Yeah. I'm sure he'd like to slow down a little bit. Actually, I'm not sure about that. He is really happy when he's busy. Like, he's happy that, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, cool there.
It's like that. Yeah, so that's why we got to go ahead and that's why I got to go ahead and figure out what you guys are doing on Mondays. You find out what's going on. You don't have an infusion on Monday or anything like that, do you?
No. That was, remember, this week was the week that I wasn't sure I was going to be on at all.
Gotcha.
I had back-to-back infusions.
Gotcha.
So now, this is actually my first day of feeling human-ish. Again, I'm still a little pale and stuff, but much better than I was.
Yeah. John Monroe, a.k.a. Billy Smith on YouTube, says, Charles and Alyssa, enjoy and have a safe trip. We're looking forward to it. My ex apparently is on. Can't wait to see you. I am not seeing you. We are just going up there for my dad and to see this lovely person and her mate up there in New Hampshire. Partner, whatever.
We're partners.
And we've seen John, too, apparently. She's over here trying to get me in trouble.
About your trip.
Yeah.
About your trip.
Yeah,
here's something cool I read up on today. As of right now, Georgia, Maryland, and Connecticut have suspended their state gas taxes. So it's going to be a little cheaper on you.
Nice.
Coming up.
That's good.
My understanding is those are going to stay in place at least until around May-ish or so. I'm not exactly positive.
That's good.
There's a possibility on Massachusetts doing the same. And then there's a push to do it federally as well.
And you know
so this could snowball into having even less expenditure for you going home.
That is awesome.
So I thought that was kick-ass. You got some good karma going on. Look at that.
That's right.
Your trip's already going to be cheaper than you thought.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Seriously, that's not
a joke. Some of these taxes are like, 10, 15, 20 cents a gallon.
I think in Connecticut it's 22 cents.
See, there you go.
For the state end.
Now, I
think it's about the same here.
Now, they're saying that's being put into effect immediately, or is that waiting?
Those are currently in effect, I think, now. I'd have to look it back up, but I do believe that they are all in effect as of right now.
Awesome. Very awesome. So we finally went ahead and got another part of our trip kind of settled down. It really goes up to a certain day, and then I have a wall. And I don't know where that wall... I have a wall. So what I mean by that is... So here's how it maps out. Thursday we leave. We're staying in North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, overnight on Thursday night. Because I figured 10 hours, that's fair enough. Then we make it over to Fall River. Friday night. We're staying over there for 3 nights. So that's Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. Monday we're checking out, heading up to you guys in New Hampshire. Literally a 4-minute walk from WMNH Studios. Don't ask me how I figured that out. We're doing the show.
You had help. I was helping.
No, actually, I found that out on my own. You found me the pizza place that we're going to have an after party at.
That's right. That's right.
So, and then we're having...
And you're going to be live on air in studio at 4 p.m. on the Matt Connaughton Unleashed show on WMNH when he celebrates his 5-year anniversary. It's going to be awesome to have you there for this. It's just really cool. He's excited.
It's going to be a party. That's what I'm telling you.
Yep. And then we're going to go to Elm House of Pizza. Or is it Elm House of Pizza?
Elm House of Pizza.
Elm
you got it right the first place.
I keep screwing that up. I got to help me.
It's okay. Elm Pizza. I don't care. It's
there. So we're going there afterwards to have some pizza.
So I was actually checking out the menu, and it's like the menu is just awesome. I'm over here.
Insane, right?
They got lobster rolls, and I know it was like a little pricey, but I may just ditch the pizza and have a lobster roll.
Hey, knock yourself out. You're making the trip, man. Do the things that you won't do at home. You know what I mean?
See, I do.
I'm like, you guys tell us what you want to do because we live here.
You know what? And it's vice versa because, listen, I don't know anything about New Hampshire. I don't know anything about Manchester. I have no idea where the good spots are.
Every time you come up, we'll do something special. Like maybe we'll you come up in the warmer weather. We'll go to the seacoast.
Do you realize? Look at this dickhead. Don't choke on Matt's show, Charles.
Oh, don't be such an asshole.
What an ass. Come on, John.
Hey, so check this out. Georgia, their gas tax is currently suspended at 29.1 cents a gallon.
What? Whoa.
Yep. It's
nice.
suspended until May 31st, so you're going to get that on both ends of the trip. Maryland.
Did you say I'm going to? Did you just say I'm going to get it? Did you just say I'm getting it on both ends?
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Because it's going to be will you get your ass? Oh, God, he's in the gutter again. I cannot take you people anywhere. And I say you people in reference to those of you with testosterone.
Trust me, my testosterone is low. Imagine if I had it at full level.
Oh, there's going to be so much testosterone in the room.
Oh, you'll love it. You'll love all that attention, all that vibing going on. By the way, Texas Mike, who's going to be calling in here in about 15 or so minutes, and we're going to talk wrestling. He's asking, am I invited that day?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was like saying, why not? More the merrier.
Come on, for pizza, come on down. For being on the show, check with Maddie. I'm not.
Yeah, we got to make sure we have enough mics. I'm renting a mic for 2 hours. You can't imagine how much money that is.
Yes, you are on for the full 2 hours. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You can't imagine what Matt's charging me. I mean, I had to take out another mortgage on the house.
Shut up. You're not supposed to talk about that on air.
Oh, shit. You didn't tell me that.
I'm going to move the hours on your placement on IPM if you don't knock your ass off. All right, now. Here you go.
All right.
Georgia has suspended their state gas, and there it's going to be in effect until May 31st, so you're getting at both ends there. 29.1 cents per gallon.
Damn. You say that's currently in effect, right? So if I go on Gas Buddy, that should be updated, right?
This should be. I hope so. If their program can do it, because remember, this is altering the gas tax, not the price per gallon. So depending on how their program is written, they might have to patch it. I don't know. Maryland, you're going to be going through there. Guess what? Their gas tax holiday went in effect on March 18th. It's going to last until April 16th at 36.1 cents a gallon.
Look at this.
Holy shit.
So Murphy's Express in Savannah, Georgia, you said they suspended their gas tax, $3.58.
Nice.
$3.58. There we go.
Good.
So you're right. Yeah, now, everything went into effect there.
There's currently pending legislation for New York, New Jersey, West Virginia. I'm skipping ones that won't affect you.
Yeah.
I've heard rumor of Massachusetts talking about doing it, but they're not on this particular. I'm looking at an article that Forbes posted today, actually. Yesterday. This article was posted yesterday through Forbes.
Right. So let's
that's insane.
Let's just see what Boston would have to do here. Boston, select this route. Yeah, Massachusetts is still in the 420s, 430s right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's mobile stations in Boston at 505. What are they doing?
Oh, absolutely.
What are they doing? And it's like right across the street from the It's like right across the street from the $4.39 Gulf store. Like, come on, man.
When you're coming up here, if you can wait, you can probably get it cheaper in New Hampshire.
I was like, yeah.
Coming out of the Fall River area. Fall River.
Connecticut. Is Connecticut in part of that?
Connecticut is in there.
I could probably gas up.
Has suspended their 25 cents per gallon for 3 months.
All right. So I could probably...
sorry. Whoop. Hold on. Back it up, baby. Sorry. That is not starting until April 1st.
That's okay.
And running through June 30th, so you'll get it on the come home.
No. I'll get it up there because I'm going to be in there April 1st.
That's right. It will be in effect for you. It will be. Look at that. Currently, they're running at about $4.32 a gallon.
Yeah.
So that'll get it under the $4 mark at least.
So what I can do is I can fill up in Connecticut It ain't going to take me that long to go over to, across the Rhode Island border and get into, actually, I'm going to be in Rhode Island, actually, technically in Newport. And I'll be staying there.
Maryland is going to be way cheaper. Maryland has a 36.1 cent tax currently suspended until April 16th. And their gas price was running under $3. So Maryland is definitely going to be a big saver for you, too. Georgia, they're knocking off just shy of 30 cents, 29.1 cent a gallon.
Give me a city in Maryland. Give me a city in Maryland, any city.
City in Maryland. There's a Concord in every country.
Baltimore.
Isn't there? Huh? Baltimore?
Yeah.
Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so directions.
That's a city.
Well, that's fine. Baltimore, Maryland to, let's just say Hartford. Because I know that's the central part, but I'm just looking, 5 hours and 306 miles. On my hybrid, that's probably a good 75% of a tank. I can get up to like 440 miles per tank. On a 12-gallon tank.
What you're calculating right now will adjust again on April 1st.
Well, no. I'm not looking at the prices there. I'm just seeing where I can fuel up in Maryland and make kind of hop over Jersey, New York, and get over there to Connecticut.
Well, don't fill up in Florida. Fill up when you hit Georgia because they're going to have 29.1 cent off the gallon if you can. Yeah, get a half a tank.
I'm going to have to go ahead and get something because I'm down to like a quarter of a tank right now, so I have to fill up, or I'm going to have to at least start off. But I could probably wait till I could probably go ahead and just get up there. Wait till Tampa because I know Tampa and like Brooksville up there on the west coast of Florida, they usually have it cheaper than we do down here. So.
That might be an option.
Yeah, I'll have to check
just
that
enough
out.
To get, not just enough, but enough to get you there.
Yeah. So that's good. So gas taxes finally. I just wish everybody would just do it. Not only that, what do we need the gas tax for anyway? What is it to maintain the roads? Is that what it is?
Roads and bridges, but those funds are supposed to be dedicated funds in most states, but they're often rated for other purposes.
Now, have they announced anything? Because I read somewhere where there's going to be a gas stimulus check coming our way or something like that.
There's been talk of that. I don't think it'd amount to a huge amount of money. It might be like $25 a person or something, but what they're really eyeing is suspending the federal gas tax.
Oh, I see.
That would have a greater impact on commuters immediately.
So if we
need the relief now, not later.
If we took the gas tax out, like all the taxes, how much does gas cost? I mean, are we talking about like pennies on the dollar when we go ahead and figure all this out?
So let's figure if you're playing with $4 a gallon or $4.50 a gallon.
Yeah.
Let's say you're going to lose 50 cents in tax. Definitely for most states.
And then you got the federal.
Most of the federal, maybe. There's other fees and bullshit they stick in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't think it would be, because then you have to consider the markup. So, you take the tax off, so maybe you get down to $4, for example.
So just,
I like to be generous there. So maybe you're getting down to $4. Now you're going to have to take off whoever's selling it to you to get it lower.
See, I get you.
And that requires the price per barrel to go down.
Yeah, that's where the crude comes in now, and so I get that. So I just wondered, it's like, we're talking about this tax and that tax and everything like that. I'm kind of figuring out, all right, where's the bare bones? How much are we paying wholesale for crude and everything like that? What is that coming to affect?
If you actually took the time to try and figure it out, the average, I think the statistic was the average citizen pays approximately 100 different taxes a day, just in their daily. Whatever.
Try to figure it out. You have an aneurysm.
There's a tax on everything. There's a tax on the tax. I mean,
you on drugs?
Oh, God, I wish I was. This is all bullshit. Oh, anyway, so what's going on? Happy Friday, everybody. The weekend. 813-699-5353. That's the number to call. We're going to go ahead and kind of pause a little bit here until we get Texas Mike. He's going to be joining us on the show via phone. So we're going to be talking WWE, talking WrestleMania. This is programming note, as Matt would say. This is our final show until we leave. If it was the final, I'd give Matt a 2-week notice. But no, this is our final show before we make the big trip. And then after that, you guys are all screwed until, well, I wouldn't say screwed, but you're without us until Monday, April 11th. And then that's when we make our triumphant return. Yeah.
Return.
Monday the 11th.
Be careful of where you eat on your way up.
And that's another piece of advice because, again, Jenny, this is the first major road trip. I went to Atlanta.
That's what I mean.
I went to Atlanta, and obviously that took just a day. But I'm talking about this is 1,500 miles. We're going to be passing several states.
Sketchy places.
Like any
as a given. Lock your doors when you're in the car. Lock your doors. The minute you get in your car, lock your doors. Keep your doors locked. Don't leave the kid in the car.
Don't leave
for even a moment. Even if you can see him through the window, not even a moment.
Okay.
Not a heartbeat.
That bad?
Keep a flashlight with you or two. Have a roll of toilet paper with you if it happens and you need to.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
Yep. And considering the little one, a little pee bottle goes a long way. Not gonna, so seriously.
No, I hear you. We actually, I didn't even.
This shit happens. It's 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
You get off the fucking, this happens in Vermont. You see a sign and it claims that there's like a gas station there or whatever. Oh, okay, I'm going to get off here and go. And you're in the middle of nowhere. It's just friggin' corn country. There's no store. The sign was lying. And you got a pee so bad, you pull over.
I'm going to say this. This is my saving grace, my little phone.
Well, I didn't have that when I was going through there. Fuck you.
Well, listen, and that's why.
That's a big screen.
Well, it's the flip.
Oh, it's the flip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust me with that.
No, I wouldn't either.
No, dude.
That's why I have the insurance.
So, Nathan's Famous, Cava, Arby's, Burger King, Chick-fil-A, Stop and Shop, and Sweet Gardens have all reported that they sold food in wrappers with dangerous chemicals in them.
Chick-fil-A?
Chemicals in them. They're called forever chemicals because they don't break down at all in the environment. They just hang out forever and a day like cockroaches.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So this food packaging is supposed to prevent like grease and water from like soaking through the food and shit.
Yeah.
But apparently they're linked to the ink that's used to print the logos and the instructions on the food containers.
That's fucked
And that's soaking into your freaking food.
And you said Chick-fil-A, the one.
Yes, I did. More
fast
than
food
100
company.
food products. Oh God, yeah.
The
Chick-fil-A's
one fast food company that I would trust.
I like Burger King, and I'm going to be a bad girl. It's usually Dairy Queen or Burger King, but nope.
Dairy Queen's not on there, are they?
No, Burger King is though. All
right, because I can't.
Is on there.
I can't lose my Blizzard. I can't.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm certain that they're changing things up now.
Oh yeah, now.
I mean, yeah. When did this come out?
You know something? And this
today.
And
this came out today at 4:30 today.
But this is the reverse psychology you take a look at. When a story breaks like that, you know everybody's going to be in panic mode. We need to get all this shit off the shelves, and so now actually would probably be the best time to eat there because you know they're wiping everything clean. You know they're going through it like John Taffer.
Yeah, sure. With that short staff they have. Now is a good time to eat healthier.
Yes, like Subway.
Matt eats healthier because I make him really cool things.
Yeah.
He has like his own containers.
So you got a list of what you're making me, right?
No.
I'm just messing with you.
We were going out for pizza.
We are.
Nah, I plan on making some stuff for you guys to have back at the hotel.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna have like free time during the day. We'll just probably bother you then too.
Well, then you could probably. Well, if you guys want to come over, I could have some things to gushy with.
There you go. We need some Jenny loving, if you know what I'm saying. We need some of
baking stuff.
Bake stuff. Yes, that's what I meant. What the hell are you talking about? All right, Texas Mike joining us. Let's see. Let's make sure the phone lines are working. Mike, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can, Charles. Can you hear me?
Oh, perfect. Yes, so we had some problems with the phone on Wednesday, so I wanted to make sure everything was good. So, ladies and gentlemen, from the Matt Connerton Show, it is Texas Mike. Dude, how you been, man? How you been?
I've been good, just working like a dog as usual and being a fun-loving local celebrity up here, as Jenny knows.
Awesome.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Let's get right down. Are you excited for WrestleMania, or do you not see any excitement going on this time around? Like, anything going on that you're looking forward to next weekend?
I'm interested in seeing how all the three celebrities that have matches do in their matches. To be honest, because those are like you have the main events and whatnot, but it all comes up to what draws you in. So the Pat McAfee Austin Theory match comes to mind. Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn, anything goes, and then Logan Paul and The Miz against the Mysterios. Both are interesting to me.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. So WrestleMania happening. It's a 2-night event. Not too thrilled about the 2-night event. That means I have to take 2 evenings out of my day and pay attention to my soap opera that's going to last 4 hours each night. And probably lead to some disappointments as well, because there's going to be some duds. There always is in WrestleMania. But some of the matches, I'm looking forward to, like those celebrity matches. I'm definitely looking forward to the Pat McAfee one. Kind of interested in the Knoxville, kind of seeing what that is. When they made it no holds barred or anything goes, I think that's going to make it a lot more fun. And they've been doing a great job, both McAfee and Johnny Knoxville, of selling the story for WrestleMania. So it's gathering interest. So it means it's not going to be duds. So that's good. The only thing I have a problem with is, which night are these things happening? Who knows which night? I know they've come out with schedules and everything, so we're going to need to know which night it is and then go from there. And I know if you're...
Okay, so I'm looking at the cards right now. So night 1, which is April 2nd, which is Saturday night. Let's say you got 6 matches scheduled for right now for night 1. That may change within the next week or so.
Yep.
So on night 1, you have Becky Lynch defending the Raw Women's Championship against Bianca Belair, who's coming back off of injury.
Yep.
You got the Mysterios versus The Miz and Logan Paul. You got McIntyre versus Corbin. I think that's going to be a squash, to be honest. McIntyre's getting a huge person. That Happy Corbin character, I hate it.
Well, I like the way he's portraying it, though. He's portraying the bad guy. He's portraying somebody there with he's actually got a partner with, and I think they feed off each other really good. McIntyre, I think they just mean to shut him up again. But I kind of like the Happy Corbin Madcap Moss type of deal. I think Madcap, once they finally break these two up, I think he's going to be a heck of a singles wrestler if they push him the right way.
Yeah, because Madcap, before he was with Corbin, he was under Mojo when Mojo was 24/7 champ, and Madcap, who was Riddick Moss at the time, or basically they were basically in the 24/7 picture, which currently sucks, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't really care for that belt, to be honest with you.
Yeah, at first I cared about it when Truth had it back and forth. I mean, he had the cable slowly, but it's like it's basically the new version of the hardcore, basically. Yeah. Yes.
That's all it is, but they can't say hardcore anymore. They can't say hardcore because it's PG. Yeah. You're going to offend somebody if you say hardcore. Get the tears out.
Whining.
No, listen, come on. It's just the pussification of America.
See what I have to put up with, Mikey?
Yeah, see what you have to put up, Mike? And you have to...
Then you got the Usos defending the SmackDown tag champs against King Nakamura and Rick Boogs.
Yeah.
Edge, AJ Styles. That should be a very good one. And then you got Flair versus Rousey for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
So
and that's just night 1.
That's night 1. So they have both women's matches, both championship matches taking place on night 1, which kind of rubs me the wrong way. Don't you think you'd want to save one of those championships for night 2, even though they got the tag team, women's tag team title on night 2? But it's like, both of these major championships, I guess Ronda and Flair, they're going to probably close out the night, I'm assuming, for night 1.
Yeah, out of those 6, I would see that one main event in with Edge and AJ going on right before them.
Yeah. Or, because you know how they like to go ahead and start off with a bang? They may have Edge and AJ start it off.
Yeah, true.
So, and that's night 1. That's April 2nd, a Saturday, 8 p.m. And if you're looking for a place to watch these things, there's actually a place there. They're showing it in a lot of theaters. I'm losing where you can buy tickets on, but they're actually
phantomevents.com.
Thank you.
Like that.
Thank you. You're right. Phantom Events, and you can go ahead and take a look at which theaters in your area are showing the match. A lot of AMC theaters are doing it. Tickets are about between $15 and $20 depending on the theater. But you can actually see it on big screen right there. And actually the one I was taking a look at, I kind of had to backtrack on it because of our schedule. But the one I was taking a look at was actually a dinner theater. So you could actually have your dinner right there while watching WrestleMania 38. It was like freaking awesome. That would be great. Just having that.
I've done that in the past. Theaters up here, Chunky Cinema Pub. They've done from pay-per-views before. Usually the major ones, but they stopped doing them. But recently, when I've been on my road trips, that's when the AEW pay-per-views are. So usually I have a free night. So like when I was in Virginia a couple weeks ago, I saw Revolution in a theater, and then when I was in Virginia Beach back in November, I saw that pay-per-view for AEW. So it's pretty nice. Even though basically I got robbed of it, but because my transportation issues when I'm on the road, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a good idea. Like I said, it's one of those ideas that WWE did kind of take from AEW. AEW was one to kind of start that off. So it is the way it is. You take a good idea, just kind of like, how these spring football leagues are feeding off each other for different rules and everything like that. They're taking it. But let's quickly talk about night 2. Night 2. We got the Fatal 4-Way for the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, Queen Zelina and Carmella, I don't get those two. I really don't. Carmella's been really distracted with her wedding plans with Corey Graves. Then you got Banks and Naomi, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, and Natasha and Shayna Baszler. The only ones I really like is Banks and Naomi to actually to come out of that one.
Yeah, I like Banks and Naomi, but I also like the chemistry of Ripley and Liv of the late. Yeah. Zelina and Carmel, I can't really. I
can't stand them. I really can't. Zelina just.
I used to like Carmella when she had her various phases, but once she went into this most beautiful woman in the world thing, it's like with all the stuff she's doing with Corey Graves now and that podcast and whatnot, Monday night on Raw, basically Carmella was distracted with her phone. They got in a cat fight, and then 15 minutes later, they go out to Zach and they're on the same page. I know it's acting, but
that's horrible. I hate it. I really do. Anyway, joining us right now here in the middle of the conversation, we got Philip Blackman. Welcome to the show, Mr. Blackman. How you doing?
Hey. How you doing, guys?
Doing good.
Hello.
Jenny's over there. Jenny's over there painting. She's zoning out because this is wrestling talk, and
I like wrestling.
Just not WWE.
The one you're talking about.
Yeah.
When you get to the Hardy Boys, hubba, let me know.
Oh, Jesus. Well, when they can put down their pipes, they'll get back with you.
Dude, they're fucking awesome. Screw you. Fuck you. Welcome to the show.
Not with a stolen dick, ma'am. Not with a stolen dick.
Tammy Blackman, is that who's that in relation to you there, Phil?
That is my producer. That is my North Star, my compadre, my best friend. That's my wife.
All right, cool. Well, welcome there, Tammy. See, when she said my bear, I kind of assumed it was your partner, but or your wife. But I just wasn't sure. You know,
one should never make an assumption.
Exactly,
yeah, absolutely.
Matt apparently on the air, but he's still watching and said, "Hey, it's Philip." Yes, it's Philip.
Yeah, Matt Covington. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, Mike.
Well, seriously, dude.
Yeah, Matt Comington. Yeah.
Oh, Comington.
Yeah. Pizza lover extraordinaire. Cummington. And Jenny knows about that. So let's.
Hubba hubba.
Yeah, hubba hubba. So we were talking now, just to catch Philip up here. We were talking about WrestleMania. We already covered night one briefly. We'll go back over it again, match by match, but we were just going through the lineup of what's going on right now. There's 11 matches. Just to recap, night one. Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey, that probably on the highlight and close out night one. That's for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Edge and Styles, the Usos against Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogie. That is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. McIntyre and Happy Corbin, of course, with Madcap Moss. That's on there. And Rey Mysterio, the Mysterios against The Miz and Logan Paul. That is what's happening night one. Night two, we were mentioning Fatal 4-Way match for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Zelina and Carmella, who are the really screwed up pair, but they are the champions. They're going against Banks and Naomi, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, and Natalya and Shayna Baszler. And I think both me and Mike have expressed we're seeing Banks and Naomi take this one away. I don't see that how this can possibly go Zelina and Carmella's way. What do you think, Phil?
You know, I think Zelina and Carmella, they've run their course. The best I can see, they're pretty much done. So Banks and Naomi, I think that's a pretty good bet. But I actually see them putting more stock into Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan because they're trying to advance those storylines. I kind of see it going to Ripley Morgan, but you know, never try to. Anytime you try to think you know what the WWE is going to do, they always, for some reason, just for shock value, they pass it off to someone else.
Yeah, Mike, you were mentioning too that you said something about Ripley and Morgan, how they were pretty much a good 1-2 tandem, and you wouldn't mind seeing the belts on them.
Yeah. Ever since they started pushing Liv more recently, that she had a run up with Becky, and then that fizzled out, and then put her in the tag team with Rhea Ripley, which is Rhea Ripley's a awesome performer. So I would want to see it on either of those two teams.
Yeah.
Natalya keeps going back and forth, heel face. Baszler's always been a heel, and I just can't stand Serena and Carmella anymore.
You know, when Baszler came in onto the main roster, I kind of got excited because she had that look of fear. And she was a submission person too, kind of like how Rousey is. But she's just, I mean, she comes from the same MMA background as Rousey does. But it's just, she doesn't have the character. I think they're trying really hard with her. I just don't see Shayna being a character. By the way, Mrs. Blackman says that Carmella needs to cool it with the plastic surgery on her face there.
Yeah, she's got to be careful near the pyro. She would absolutely melt. I mean, she's something. But you know, I think Ripley Morgan. I think that's if you're going to pay. If I was going to put money on, I would say Ripley Morgan, hands down. I think they're going to be the ones to take that one, just because you know, Shayna Baszler. You know, my wife makes fun of her because she has no eyebrows. But she's a hard person.
That is true. I realized that. And then when she wears that mouthpiece, she has no teeth.
Well, she's got a grill, but she's got to protect it for you know, for extracurricular.
Well, that's her look though. Jenny seemed anxious to say something. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, what is it?
I made noise.
Well, that's why I kind of muted you for a little bit, so I've...
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
I won't do that again.
All right.
At least without muting.
Well, yeah, like I say, you can go ahead and control that little blue button right there. You can do that. So, there you go. See, that's the thing. I forgot to drink. So that right there, I think we're all kind of leaning Banks and Naomi on this one. Ripley and Morgan on the outside. But does anybody think that Zelina and Carmella hold on to it?
Not at all.
All right.
No.
Okay. So let's move on to the tag team championships. RK Bro against the Street Profits versus the Alpha Academy. Now, I love RK Bro. I love Randy Orton Riddle. I love the chemistry they guys have together. It's great. But I'm telling you, the Street Profits, they're due. They're due. They've been a formidable force in WWE. They have great charisma. They have great mic skills. Now they've just turned heel a little bit by attacking Riddle at this past Raw. I'm over here thinking, I think the Street Profits take it and force the heel persona. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Jenny agrees with me.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. Yes. Profits have been awesome as baby faces. The show turn heel. This is good because everybody's got to turn heel at some point, and this is the first real sign of Profits turn heel by attacking Little and seeing that other side that we haven't seen of the Profits yet, and seeing how they can run with it and hopefully win on Sunday and take the belt off Little and Orton.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not a real wrestling fan, Mike, because you just broke rule number 1 of WWE. Do not ever, no matter what, ever call it a belt. It's a title.
It's a title.
Brother.
Yeah.
But I think that's just a big cryberry stump. But yeah, I get it. You got to talk to your wife there. Apparently, Riddle gives her the giggies.
Oh man, hey, she loves Matt Riddle. She loves Randy Orton. You know that whole shit that he does in the corner.
Yeah. Is that her wild card? Like, is that her hall pass?
You know, I don't think so. I think if it was the Undertaker, that's her hall pass. That's the only one.
Really? You take that?
That's a good choice.
That you take that old geezer over there? Riddle could probably bring it for hours. Undertaker may have to tap out at 15 or 20 minutes.
Well, but see, she's married to me, so that's right on par.
Well,
you know.
Okay. Well, listen, I didn't say it. You did. So,
you know what? You know, I think Mike's onto something. With the Street Profits turning heel, and then of course you're talking about Alpha Academy. They're already heel. But they're not a likable heel. That's kind of the issue. I'm not sure that the Street Profits are going to be successful. They're going to have a successful run as a heel because they are fan favorites. Fans love them. I think it might kind of be the Stone Cold effect. You know, if you recall when Steve Austin, when he turned heel, he actually got more of
a pop.
Oh, bigger and shit. Yeah. So, I think RK Bro, to keep them part of the conversation, I do think the Street Profits are going to take it. Although I'm pulling for Randy Orton and Matt Riddle, but I got to agree with Mike on this one as well, that it's going to be the Street Profits hands down.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm kind of figuring too. I think the time is right for them to do it. And you know what? It won't even be Orton or Riddle getting pinned, so that can cause some type of rematch. I think what's going to happen.
I think it might though. I think Randy or Riddle and you know Mike. You know, I'm interested to see what you got to say. So I think that the person that's actually going to get pinned is either going to be Orton or Riddle. Most likely Riddle. That way, I think it'll create a little bit of friction because Randy Orton and RK, and Matt Riddle, RK Bro, they've been having their own little love circle. So I think that it's going to be a compelling storyline going forward.
Yeah.
If Matt Riddle or Randy Orton gets pinned, which I see Matt Riddle getting pinned, Randy Orton turning on Riddle, and now you've got a different storyline. That's what I think.
That's interesting. Mike, what's your take on that?
I would totally agree with that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. yeah. RK Bro is an excellent tag team. Yes, and they're going through the world circle. It's time. I think it's time. Time for somebody to take the pen and then break them up and have Orton get back in the world picture again.
Right.
To be honest.
Well, and see, the thing is, it's like, WWE always has an issue with keeping tag teams. And this one here, this RK Bro, is a really good tag team. I don't understand why they just don't let it go a little longer. They've actually just recently won the titles back. Orton has, blurted out the F word, the friend word, to Riddle, which he never does. It's like, let's give this honeymoon period a little bit more time. Maybe drop them after WrestleMania. I don't, or at least if they drop them, they don't drop them getting pinned. Let the Alpha Academy, let Shorty G take the fall and stuff like that, and let's keep this team together. Maybe without the belt, but at least they'll go ahead and cause a little bit, because that's what eventually happened in this one. This one here, they accepted the Street Profits challenge, and then Alpha Academy just went ahead and just screwed it all up. So I would like to see that happen.
That's an interesting idea, Charles. I really believe that, if it doesn't go the way that I said it, I think it'll go the way that you said it the second time, is RK Bro is going to keep the titles they're going to walk out of WrestleMania. Street Profits are going to have a grievance. Hey, we only wanted, the two of us. They just debo their way in. Let's do it between you and I.
Right.
And I think at that point, because the Raw after WrestleMania is always the biggest Raw and the biggest SmackDown. And so they're going to be looking for as much of a shock value as they can. And I think that might be the way they do it.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're right. The WWE is always looking for some type of shock value or some type of or something that's just going to piss the people off. But they kind of have they kind of know where that everything's going. So we'll see what's going on with that. So all right. So we picked we're actually predicting night 2 right now. So we're looking at Banks and Naomi, or on the outskirts, Ripley and Morgan taking the belts. None of us see Zelina and Carmella keeping them. We're mostly to the agreement the Profits take it, but who gets pinned is a different area and how they move the storyline. I think one of the Alpha Academy is going to get pinned. That's how they go ahead, just to keep Orton and Riddle strong. The Profits will take it, and they're going to go ahead and form a feud between those two, RK Bro and the Street Profits. And we have a few other matches too. Plus, I think we all know one of the matches that's happening that hasn't been announced yet. And the other spectacle to close out night number 2, which we'll talk about that as well. But before we get into our break of the evening, let's talk about these next 2 matches, and they're the celebrity matches, at least the one-on-ones. Johnny Knoxville, Sami Zayn, and then Pat McAfee against Austin Theory. Let's start off with the first one, Knoxville and Zayn. Zayn, definitely a good wrestler. He is an awesome person, awesome character on the mic. He definitely knows what he's doing. I think WWE has led this character down pretty good. So he's down the right path. Knoxville's coming in. He's coming in strong. He's coming in creative. He's giving everybody something to think about. But when it comes down to it, I think Zayn takes the win. Now, this is going to be anything goes, which means you never know. Knoxville may have his other jackass buddies in there going ahead and screwing up Zayn. Yes. But I still see Zayn pulling out the 1, 2, 3. What do you guys? Let's start with Texas Mike first. What do you think of that?
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting match. Like, we've only seen Knoxville wrestle at the Royal Rumble, which is interesting to see him in an actual match. Anything goes. So yeah, so you got no DQ, no count out. So I think that's a toss up, but basically I think Zayn has it with the experience edge. Obviously.
Okay. What do you think, Phil? Zayn coming out, or do you think Knoxville shocks everybody?
No, I think Knoxville's going to take this one, and the reason why is because Sami Zayn if Sami Zayn has shown anything throughout his years in the WWE, it's his willingness to put people over. And his willingness to embarrass himself to put people over, just because I think it further pushes the storyline, that Sami Zayn's oppressed and all this, you know what I mean? Like, I think because of that one stipulation, anything goes. I see the Jackass crew coming out and interfering on Knoxville's behalf. I think Knoxville's going to put on a hell of a show because that dude, he is hands down the king of hardcore in his realm.
Yeah,
the dude can take an insane amount of punishment. And he's quite athletic. So I see Sami Zayn putting Knoxville over. Just for the story aspect of it.
Okay, but where do you go from there, though? Where do you go with Knoxville after you beat Zayn? Is Knoxville going to be a full-time WWEer, or where does it go from there? That's my point.
No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be kind of reminiscent of what was it? Survivor Series with I want to say a Survivor Series with when Lawrence Taylor come in and fought Bam Bam Bigelow. All right, if you remember that, Lawrence Taylor brought in his NFL, and then the team LT, and then you had the team WWE with Bam Bam Bigelow's crew, and we're talking like late 80s, early 90s when this happened. And Lawrence Taylor won; he went over on Bigelow, and they just kind of forwarded the storyline. LT went away, and then Bigelow they continued to press and grow him as well. So I kind of think Knoxville's just kind of going to go away. As far as him sticking around, Johnny Knoxville, he doesn't need the money. He's not an athlete. And I just can't see the WWE keeping him around untrained, mind you, to put in the ring. Sami Zayn is a hell of a worker. I just don't see, I think Sami Zayn will protect Johnny Knoxville, but I don't think Johnny Knoxville can protect Sami Zayn.
Okay. So again, anything goes in this one, which means whole bag of tricks. Anything that's in view or under view, it's something impressive is going to happen here. But honestly, like I said, I'm going to disagree with you guys. I think Zayn just he'll put over Knoxville. He'll give him all the props in the world. He'll be beating the hell out of Zayn for boasting the match. But I think at the end you're looking at one or two moves, and Zayn just comes back and takes the win. 1995, WrestleMania 11, Ben says Taylor beat Bigelow.
Hey, thank you for that, Ben.
Thank you very much for that heads up. Ben's also saying here Zayn's going to put Knoxville over and McAfee will beat Theory. So let's talk about that real quick. McAfee against Austin Theory. McAfee's beating the hell out of Theory. He's out mind gaming him. He actually went ahead and jumped the announcer's desk. The dude went ahead and did a promo on him having to apologize, and it was just brilliant. He apologized of him being a piece of trash. It was just great. He did what he had to do to keep his job. I think this one will go to the celebrity, Pat McAfee. Philip, let's start with you on that.
I got to agree with you and Ben. I do see Pat McAfee taking it. And the reason why is because Pat McAfee, he's been around WWE for a really long time. I could see McAfee actually being a part-time wrestler or sports, whatever the fuck they call themselves. Yeah. Sports entertainer. But I see McAfee actually taking it same way because Austin Theory, it's not going to hurt him to take the loss. I do see McAfee. I don't know, man. Ben says that he thinks McAfee's going to beat Theory. I don't know. I think they're going to want to keep McAfee around for a little while, especially with all the work that he's done for Vince.
Yeah.
All the pre-shows, all the commentary. So I think if McAfee, I do believe he's professional enough to put over Theory, but I think McAfee's going to pick it up at a later date and give Theory his WrestleMania moment.
Texas Mike, Theory, McAfee. Who comes out of this one?
It's a toss. I would say it's a toss up, but if I had to lean one way or other, I would go Theory's way just to keep that storyline going with Mr. McMahon, because if Pat wins, then Austin basically Theory did not get the job done with McMahon. That storyline's going to continue anyway, because Theory is basically the modern day hornswoggle, basically. I made that reference. Okay, go ahead.
You know what? Mike makes a point. Who do you have in your corner but the devil himself, Vince McMahon? He make a point there. What has McMahon always done with wrestlers in his corner? He always goes ahead and screws up the other person. Now, McAfee apparently, on his show, when he interviewed Vince McMahon, gave him the offer, but I think he had some other plan. I think Theory was right when he first came out. Vince set him up. Now, of course, obviously this is all kayfabe, but still it's a storyline. But I think Vince is going to somehow, even though I said McAfee was going to come out, now I think about it, Vince has got Austin Theory in there. Vince is invested. And you know Vince is going to pull out whatever stops it is to go ahead and embarrass McAfee. Kind of like embarrassing JR. I mean, am I onto something there, or do you think that's just completely off?
No, I think I could pick up what you're throwing down. I definitely see that as a possibility because, you know, anytime Vinnie Mac puts his nose in the storyline, I think he's always going to. He had, you know, Vince. Look, I don't care what anybody says. Vince McMahon, hands down, is one of the highest creative geniuses ever. You know, in the history of sports entertainment.
Yeah.
And so, I think by making it very public as far as him inviting him to WrestleMania on his podcast, I think that might be. I think that could be a great big, FU to McAfee. You know, like, hey, see, you're not a sports entertainer. Yeah, you as a football player, but you can't do what we do. That type of ha-ha thing.
Right. I see something going down here where it may be some animosity between McMahon and McAfee. And, of course, they both start with M. So, Mania, McAfee, McMahon. Who knows? Finally, maybe we get that match. The match that everybody was thinking was going to happen. Maybe we'll finally get that match. And find out, it's job for job, and Vince may have his retirement match as they had predicted.
Right.
Tammy says, "Hope Knoxville gets knocked the fuck out. He is so obnoxious." And Miriam says, "Hello, Miriam." And Ben, we had already talked about that there. So, all right, we got matches to talk about WrestleMania. We've only gone through half. We're gonna keep the main event, Lesnar and Reigns, for later. We're going to talk about some of the other ones as well. Triple H was in the news. He basically revealed everything, officially retired. We'll talk about all that, but we're going to take a break, get a couple of rock and roll songs here. Matt Springfield, Revel 9, 2 unlicensed music, rock and roll songs there. It's Friday. Jenny's staying quiet over there, but she's enjoying her painting, of course.
I'm totally listening.
Yeah.
I'll chime in if I feel like
it's not the Matt Hardys or the CM Punks, but you know
not
what?
Not the good ones.
No, it's
like
not.
All the good ones were with AEW now because WWE sucks.
Okay. Whatever.
Yeah, drink water.
Yeah. All right, we're going to break. Texas Mike, hang on the phone. We'll come back here in about 6 or 7 minutes. Phil, thank you very much for joining. Stick around. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Stay where you are. The Charles Richardson Show will return after this.
For the
big enough schmuck to come to Big Bill Hell's Cars. Bad deal. Cars that break down. Thieves. If you think you're going to find a bargain at Big Bill, you can kiss my ass. It's our belief that you're such a stupid motherfucker. You'll fall for this bullshit. Guaranteed. If you find a better deal, shove it up your ugly ass. You heard us right. Shove it up your ugly ass. Bring your tray. Bring your title. Bring your wife. We'll fuck her. That's right. We'll fuck your wife. Because at Big Bill Hell, you're fucked 6 ways from Sunday. Take a hike to Big Bill Hell, home of challenge pissing. That's right. Challenge pissing. How does it work? If you can piss 6 feet in the air straight up and not get wet, you get no down payment. Don't wait. Don't delay. Don't fuck with us or we'll rip your nuts off. Only at Big Bill Hell, the only dealer that tells you to fuck off. Hurry up, asshole. This event ends the minute after you write us a check. And it better not bounce or you're a dead motherfucker. Go to hell. Big Bill Hell's Card. Baltimore's filthiest and exclusive home of the meanest sons of bitches in the state of Maryland. Guaranteed.
He's just a fat Howard Stern. This is the Charles Richardson Show.
All right, we're back. Texas Mike still on the phone, right?
Yes, I am.
All right. Thank you very much for holding on with me. Oh, man. Phil says, holy shit. What the hell are you holy shitting about there, Phil?
Man, that was a commercial I wasn't ready for. You know, I always thought I played some funny commercials, but that one got me.
I've had that for years, too. So, but anyway, welcome back, everybody. We're talking wrestling tonight, so if wrestling's not your deal, then you may want to switch over to painting, what Jenny's doing. But Jenny's being a good sport, though. So, Texas Mike is on the phone. Philip Blackman is right here joining on me and co-hosting role, which possibly might be a thing down the road. We never know.
Maybe.
All right. We got some big matches to talk about. We basically went over night 2, except for one match. Well, one match that we know for certain is on night 2, and that's the Lesnar-Reigns match. This is, without a doubt.
Hey, did y'all talk about Edge and Styles yet?
We have not, no.
Okay, so that's also that's also night 2.
Edge and Styles. Yes. No, Edge and Styles is night 1, according to this.
Well, then I have my head up my ass. My sources failed me.
No, that's what's on. Texas Mike, confirm. Edge and Styles, night 1, right?
Correct.
Okay, so yeah, night 1 is Edge and Styles. We haven't talked about night 1 yet. We kind of talked about night 2. There's Jenny. She's back. How's your painting going on over there, Jenny?
Cool.
What are you painting, actually? Can we take a peek and see what your progress is? Or is it much of anything right now?
Not really much of too much right now. But I'll show you.
Okay. Huh.
That makes sense.
It looks like a skull. Alien.
Exactly.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
I was just hoping it wasn't like Matt's penis or anything. You know, we didn't want to see that on the air.
No, stop it.
We would need a... Never mind. I'm not...
Can't take you anywhere.
See, Jenny probably doesn't have a canvas big enough for that. Oh, shit. We have fucking sound effects from somebody else, finally.
Yeah, that'd be the Mad Bomber, yeah.
Well, damn it, I like that. And here's my response to you.
Fuck you!
No.
Fuck you!
Anyway.
Handle the truth.
Oh, really? Oh, wait a second.
Yeah, really.
You on drugs?
I'll go by the book. Think like a pirate.
I can do this all day, brother.
All right, anyway.
Back to the show.
Yeah. Let's get back to the show.
In this room.
This would be like a dick swinging contest between me and Phil.
Where's Alyssa?
Oh, Alyssa's not coming in until, she probably won't be coming in until like towards the end. She's still putting the kid. She's still putting the kid to bed
at this juncture.
Yeah, right now I don't know if she would even fit in right now. All right, so the Lesnar Reigns match we're gonna save to the end, and let's go ahead and talk about night 1. So night 1 is all the girly matches. Let's put it that way.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
That's all. That's all the major girly matches, though. The women's matches, they're there. Now we're talking about
matches, girly matches.
We're talking about
really, dude.
We're talking about women's matches. Not
you could bench press your ass.
They probably could. They probably beat my ass too. But we're talking about women. We're not talking about men turning women. Okay.
No shit. We're talking about women. So what are you calling them girls for? They're not girls.
They are. They're girls.
No,
just like we're boys.
Girls.
We're
boys.
Women.
There's a difference between a girl and a woman.
And that is bigger breasts, more maturity.
Shut the fuck up.
Anyway, let's talk.
Fuck you.
Finally. It only took me an hour and 15 minutes for you to finally say one of those.
Fuck you.
That's 3 right there.
Alrighty.
All right, moving on.
I found my Gary. There you go. No, Fred, I'm sorry. What am I talking about? Anyway, so let's go up to the one of the matches there. So one of the women's championship matches, the Raw Women's Championship, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair. Now, Belair, somebody correct me, either Mike or Phil, is Belair legitimately injured, or is this just a storyline?
Storyline.
Okay, that's what I kind of figured, but it's you don't know anymore because Big E, serious injury. That's something that he could have been just knocked out and he's at home icing his neck, but no, serious injury. And then we had Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair, both of those coming back. See, the problem with wrestling nowadays is you got a lot of inside information about what's happening with the wrestler after WrestleMania. Becky Lynch apparently is taking a break, which means Belair is probably going to go ahead and take the title. And that's really all I can really say about this one because that's really where it's at. And I'm thinking this is probably one of those low-key WrestleMania matches that it will probably be in one of those mid-cards. And that's what's happening. So, anybody disagree with me, Belair? I mean, we can make this one and done on this one. Anybody disagree? Belair takes it.
It's Belair, period, hands down. In the story, she's been with the company for a long time. She's been a workhorse. She's got great fan reactions. Everything about Bianca Belair says that she's going to take it from Becky Lynch because Becky Lynch having the title does nothing for her as someone having the title. She's better to chase it than she is to own it.
But she's a heel with the title, and if anything, Roman Reigns knows all about that, and Roman Reigns is like one of the best heels out there right now. Mike, let me hear from you here. Do you disagree? Belair taking the title, and if so, why?
I agree with you, Charles. Yeah, with all the insider information, it's like, Becky's going to take a break. So why have the title on somebody who's taking a hiatus? Put it on somebody who's going to be there every week. Put it back on Belair.
And this brings me to another question. Why even come back? Why come back during SummerSlam, beat Belair, take the title, and then just, was WWE really in that bad of shape? I mean, they couldn't keep it on Belair? I don't understand that one. Why come back, take the title in like 30 seconds, and now just going to give it back? You're going to take a hiatus. Didn't you just have a hiatus by having a baby and nursing it? I mean, if you want some family time, you should have never taken the title.
I think it was necessary for her. I'm sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to cut you off, buddy. I think it was necessary for Becky Lynch because one, a lot of people was clamoring to get her back, and they needed her back. And she plays a great villain. She plays a great bad guy. I mean, when she left, she was a face. So to come back and to turn heel, it's provocative storytelling. I mean, I think that's why for the same reason they would put the title on Brock Lesnar for just a brief moment, as a transitional champion, because it boosts ratings. I think that's why they did it.
Transitional, I get, but this is kind of like Belair saying, "Hey, Becky, can you hold this for a few months, man? I can't compete anymore like I used to." And then WrestleMania, just give it back. This is not even transitional. This is just like handing it.
Yeah, but Charles, I think the reason why is they had to do it this way because, what else was you going to have Becky Lynch doing? What, her show up for a little while and chase Belair for the title and then fade back to black? No, I think by giving her the title, when she came back, I think that was I think tactically that was a great move because now it makes Belair the the sympathetic wrestler, she will be the sympathetic champion, because Becky Lynch has been been outshining her ever since. So I think this is going to build I think the reason why Becky Lynch has the title and Belair's chasing it is because everybody wants to see her win the title back, as opposed to, damn, she still got the title. That's why I think they did it this way.
Okay, so basically, just have her lose it to go ahead and be strong again to win it back.
There you go.
Over a formidable champion that's been established already.
Yeah, that's what I think. Mike, what you got, buddy?
Yeah, Mike, do you agree with that?
I totally agree with that one.
All right. Anything, because I know, I guess we kind of stole this match from you. Do you have anything to add in what you like to see happen? How would you like to happen? Would you like to have like Lynch being fake injured, or just a simple 1, 2, 3? Do you think there's any possibility of these guys or these two ladies going ahead and going at each other again?
Think it'll be 1, 2, 3 in Belair's favor after probably 10, 12-minute match, and then have Becky take her time off, and then come back and do it again, because or who would you after WrestleMania? Who would you have face Belair if Becky's taking time off? Because you got, who would you see coming up to challenge after she wins? It's like trying to see who's ready to have a run at the championship.
See, that's a good question. Who would you have now? Remember, Bianca's on the Raw end. Let's see who the lineup is, really, to be honest with you, because right now, I don't know who would actually go ahead and step up like that. So that's actually a good question. I'm not sure who they'd step up. Obviously, there's definitely some people there that would go ahead and now, again, I'd have to go ahead and take a look at, who's on what lineup. But you're taking a look at, if Ronda Rousey doesn't go ahead and win she's expected to win, are we talking about possibly having her go up there and trying to challenge that? Then you also have, Rhea Ripley is there. You got Naomi, I think she should be champion if she's not in the tag team area, or Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan's been pushed. So,
yeah, I don't know who can be the one to take, who's going to be a credible threat after Lynch leaves. I can actually see. You've already talked about Charlotte and Rousey, right?
Briefly, yeah. Charlotte's over there on the SmackDown area.
Well, I think there's a possibility that Rousey will either win and Charlotte goes to Raw, because we got the draft coming up too, right? So that's how I think that's where the change up is going to happen as far as these shows, because after WrestleMania is when they do the draft. So, whoever the loser is between Rousey Flair, I think will be the one to jump ship to cover down for Lynch.
One person who I'm anxious to see coming back, or at least back in full time, is Alexa Bliss. Now, I don't know what they have in store for her, but if you take a look at the division they have now, Bliss, Lynch, Beth Phoenix, who's obviously part-timer, Belair, Carmella, Dana Brooke, Doudrop, Nikki ASH, which I am just totally out of realm with her character, Rhea Ripley, Tamina, and Zelina. Rhea Ripley I'd like to see back with the title. She could definitely go ahead and step up and be the next person up to at least challenge for it. And then, that's who I would see on that end. So right now we have everything going because of what we heard, and Lynch taking time off, Belair's taking the title. Let's go to the other women's championship. That's the SmackDown one. That's Flair and Rousey. This one is probably going to go ahead and close out night one. This is probably going to main event night one. Flair the champion, Rousey the challenger. Rousey apparently is going through a grappling test with Charlotte Flair. Oh, I got this submission move, I got that submission move, and people being thrown through windows and bounced off cars. Both of these have gone back and forth, and the one thing that Flair, I think, has is Sonya Deville may play a Joker card because she doesn't like Rousey. And that's what I'm seeing here. I think somebody's going to get involved just to keep Flair relevant and maybe actually pull one over. And this could maybe enhance the storyline with Flair and Rousey. Mike, what do you think on that one? Do you think I got something there, or do you think that this is going to be a clean match?
Yeah, I see DeVille interfering.
Okay, so you see DeVille interfering. Phil, what do you think?
I don't know. I think it could probably be a straight up match, and the reason why is because at the last WrestleMania that the women got to headline, got to close it out, it was Rousey, Flair, and Lynch. Mm-hmm. Well, Lynch won overall, so now Charlotte and Rousey, they both have this argument right now, but like, well, hey, I wasn't pinned. Well, I wasn't pinned. I don't see Charlotte Flair going over Rousey. One, because nobody in their right mind can really believe that Charlotte Flair can outhold Ronda Rousey. I understand that you gotta bring in some type of imagination when you're watching WWE or AEW or any of these other ones, but I think if you're going toward the realm of some kind, you can't completely separate yourself from reality, So I think Ronda Rousey is going to outright beat Charlotte Flair, and then she's going to have the bragging rights. Yeah, hey, I beat your ass. This, because if I'm not mistaken, it was originally supposed to be at the first WrestleMania. It was supposed to be Rousey and Lynch, and then Flair, squeaked her way in, right?
Yeah.
Am I correct in that? Okay.
Yep.
Well, so now, because Rousey and Lynch didn't get their fair shake, I don't know, man. I think Rousey will go over, and if she doesn't, she's going to jump ship, and then that way her and Lynch can have their true feud that they didn't really get to close out at the original WrestleMania they headlined.
And that's what kind of confused me, is because it's like Lynch had there was two people there that Lynch could have feuded with, and that was Rousey, which I thought should have been the feud, or Belair, who, of course, losing the championship. So I guess it made sense for Belair to take the feud this time because it was more recent, more relevant. But you could have brought back, if that wasn't the case, you could have brought back, hey, my shoulder was up and I got a 3 count. You didn't win. You really didn't win. Mm-hmm. But that's neither here nor there right now. Once Lynch drops the belt on next weekend, she's off to have another baby, I guess. I don't know what her and Seth have plans on. So everybody's in agreement. Rousey's taking this one. Flair's going to drop it. Got a lot of championships changing hands, and that usually is not the case. We've talked about 3 championships. Actually, 1, 2, 3. No, we've talked about 4 championships. The women's tag, the Raw and SmackDown women's titles, and the tag team for Raw, the triple threat there. We've seen all the championships change hands. Is there any one particular championship match that you see maybe it not changing hands? I'll take either one of you guys.
I think the SmackDown tag titles will not change.
Agreed.
SmackDown Tag Championship, the Usos and Shinsuke and Rick Boogs.
Agreed.
We haven't talked about that one yet, but right now, I agree there. So let's talk about that one real quick. So the Usos, of course, aligned with Roman Reigns. The bloodline, the number one. Basically, Usos has been Reigns' fallback team to go ahead and hold on to the title as long as he has. But they're going up against Nakamura and Rick Boogs. Now, Rick Boogs is coming along really nice. This guy is a powerhouse. Not somebody you thought would be this big dude and overpowering people. And I think he is really undervalued. But then again, this is WWE. They're going to take somebody like that with all that talent, and they're just going to put you in the middle of the deck. For somebody that likes big, strong wrestlers, Vince McMahon is finally coming around to actually putting these guys into a tag match and seeing what happens. But I agree. I think the Usos, they're going to have their ways. They're the Eddie Guerrero lie, cheat, steal ways, and they're going to go ahead and come away with the victory on that one. But going forward, Nakamura and Boogs, though, they're a pretty good tag team. Do you see them actually challenging again the Usos or whoever else has the titles at the time?
Yeah, I do.
Mike, you think the same thing?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was impressive seeing Boogs go ahead and do basically whoever it was, Jay or Jimmy. He's over there bench pressing him, standing up. Like, my God, the guy's got some power. So, I mean, it would be really nice. I think those two would be good. But I always look at Nakamura as actually a singles competitor. I never really thought of him as being a tag team. So I don't know if this is what they're expecting to do, or when the draft comes, is Nakamura and Boogs going to split up? You know, and that's the whole crappy thing about the draft. I don't understand that. Hey, let's go do another tag team match. Not a title match, but a tag team match between the Mysterios and Miz and Logan Paul. I don't know why they keep bringing back Logan Paul. I'll be honest with you. I mean, the guy is just annoying as fuck. I think he's got no personality. He just needs to stay on YouTube. But for whatever reason, I guess WWE thinks he sells tickets. And for whatever reason, the matchup with the Miz makes sense because both of them are assholes anyway. Well, at least the characters are assholes. So, but the Mysterios coming by, I want to say the Mysterios take it, but I think at some point in time, you got to go ahead and let the good guys fail. And I think this one may happen. I think the Miz just puts out the skull crushing finale on probably young Dominic. You don't want to go ahead and hurt the prestige of Ray. Put the finale on Dominic in 1, 2, 3. Mike, Miz and Logan Paul. Do you think that's happening, or do you see the Mysterios coming through? Again, no belts on the line here, so it really doesn't matter if they win or lose. They're not going to lose prestige.
I think the Mysterios come up on top because just like last week, Miz attacked Mysterio and took his mask, and now that's going to be apparently it's part of Logan Paul's outfit for WrestleMania. Even though I know Mysterio has many masks, so it's maybe probably Mysterio pin Logan Paul, and then Ray gets his mask back.
Yeah, it would be nice if Logan Paul actually goes ahead and gets 619 and pinned. But what do you think, Phil? Do you think Logan Paul goes ahead and gets beat up on because of taking Mysterio's mask?
Yeah, I think if WWE is predictable in any aspect, is they understand their fans like to see the bad guy get their comeuppance, right? And the Miz, he takes pride, and the dude truly, his whole story is really fascinating, and he leans on that a lot. Where especially in these situations like this, hey, I've been doing this for 20 years. I started out as a reality show. He can relate to Logan Paul, but I think Logan Paul's ego, if we're going by storyline, I think Logan Paul is going to he'll either get his comeuppance or he'll be the one who gets pinned or causes the Miz to get pinned. I see the Mysterios winning hands down, but I think Logan Paul is either going to come into play. Either he's getting his comeuppance or he's going to screw it up, and then the Miz is going to turn on him, and then now you've got them two. That's a feud now.
Interesting, but do you think Logan Paul has any future going after this day, though? He's just going to go back to YouTube.
I think Vince is going to make his decision based off the performance at WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. Because it's all about draw power, and if he thinks, and the Miz, what makes a lot of these characters so amazing, especially someone like Mike Mizanin, is his ability to convince you to hate him so much, or his ability to convince you to like him. He plays a good bad guy, but he plays a good guy, but he plays a better bad guy.
Yeah.
So I think if Logan Paul hoses him, I see the Miz and Logan Paul kind of going against, because I think Miz can carry that storyline if Vince sees dollar signs in Logan Paul's Mystique.
Yeah. The one thing I do definitely agree with you on, the Miz is an awesome character. He's a much better heel than he is as a face. So, but him and Logan Paul make a good tag. But
I think they'll make better enemies, though.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens on that one, though. I'm seeing the Mysterios actually me taking this one. All right, we got a few more matches to talk about here. Edge and AJ Styles. This one has been a dark storyline, and it hasn't really been a long storyline. Edge basically wanted to do an open challenge. This one he was a face. Wanted to do an open challenge. AJ Styles accepted the challenge, and then Edge went ahead and went berserk. Went ahead and chair-shotted Styles, concerto. Styles is out for about a week or two. And ever since then, Edge has cut amazing promos to dark blue lighting and just being that evil character that he's used to be. He definitely turned it up. Definitely giving AJ Styles something to think about. AJ coming back on Raw, lashing back out, saying, "I'm ready." And he had a match too. I forget who it was against, but he took care of took care of business until Edge went ahead and chair-shotted him right as he was going for the elbow. But Styles and Edge, though, I mean, this one here, Edge has got all the momentum. I mean, he has owned Styles, and I can't say Styles is going to win because I think Edge just has that dark power to where he's going to go ahead and get the better, but I think this one has the potential to be a rivalry, like a ongoing rivalry, where Styles, of course, is being the face, and Edge that really hated heel. Let's start with you, Philip. What do you think on that one?
I see. I honestly see AJ Styles beating Edge, because again, it's all storyline. I mean, Edge is that type of performer that he can convince the dude. He can't put on a bad match if he tried. I mean, truly, Edge is a hell of a performer. And I think with this new turn that he's brought out, this new bad guy, I think he's going to want to try it on for. I think this is going to be kind of a staple for at least another year. And I see in AJ, he his WrestleMania record is it's not great, but it's not the worst. But I really believe that Edge is going to take the loss in this one, and I think AJ Styles is going to I think he's going to beat him clean 1, 2, 3.
All right, Texas Mike, what are your thoughts on the match there, Edge and Styles?
This is going to be I think this one's going to be one of the show-stopping match. I think this is going to be one of the better matches of the entire card over the 2 nights, and I'm going to say Edge takes it, and they just continue doing continuing the feud after WrestleMania.
Okay, so you see a feud happening after this match, then?
Yes.
All right.
Of the feud continuing.
Absolutely. So, yeah, Edge and AJ Styles, I agree. I think this might be the one match that you take and say this was the match of the card, the whole 2 nights. I can definitely see both these wrestlers are athletic enough. Even Edge, and this is something that Big E should take a look at. Look at Edge. Edge had neck issues. Big E is not, with everything going on with Big E. This shows that you can go ahead and come back. It may take a while, but there is never say never. Let's put it that way. But both these wrestlers are athletic enough. I think they got a great charisma. I think they're going to mesh off each other. And it's going to be one of those matches, it's going to be the OMG match of the year. I think Edge actually will pull it out, and I'll even predict it. Styles goes for the elbow. As he's in the air, Edge hits a spear, 1, 2, 3.
Now, I see this match being a lot of false falls. I mean, Edge is going to deliver the spear, but I don't know, man. Just for storyline purposes, AJ needs to win a lot more than Edge, because if Edge wins, now he has an "I told you so," as opposed to if he loses, he can be like, no, I said I was the best in the world, because he's kind of doing the CM Punk-esque thing. He's the best wrestler of all time ever.
Right.
So I think if AJ Styles manages to air quote steal a win, that's going to give Edge more fuel to continue his bad guy persona. I don't see Edge winning this and sticking with his new heel turn. I don't see both of them happening at the same time.
All right. Easy G is in the chat there. He says late arrival. He went ahead and predicted along with us. He says the Miz will pull it out and Edge pulls it out on each of the matches that we've talked about that he has listened to on right now. Have we talked about McIntyre and Corbin? No, let's talk about that, and that should close out night one, at least the scheduled matches as of right now, the 25th of March. So McIntyre is going up against Happy Corbin. It's one-on-one, but we all know Madcap is going to be right there by his side, just looking to go ahead and do any type of distraction that he can, and this I see Happy goes ahead and leaves Happy. So let's, Texas Mike, let's start with you on this one. Happy Corbin, McIntyre. I think Happy wins because he has that ace in the hole. He has Madcap there. I know McIntyre's got the sword and everything, but it's like you really can't use the sword. And I mean, come on. But I think Happy Corbin wins it.
Yeah, I would agree. Happy Corbin wins with some assistance from Madcap, and then they try to find something to do with both of them after Mania. We'll see where the creative juices go with those two.
Yeah, I agree with that. So it's like, here's what I'm thinking. Okay, McIntyre loses because, it's 2 against 1 pretty much. Then maybe the Raw after WrestleMania, we have McIntyre versus somebody else against Corbin and Moss. I mean, I don't know about that. Maybe I'm thinking a little bit too far ahead there. But Philip, go ahead. What is your thoughts on this match?
I actually see McIntyre winning, and the reason why is because I think I think the Happy Corbin, to me, it's run its course. And Baron Corbin's been under a lot of different personas, and this Happy Corbin, I think it's I don't know, maybe I'm just bored with it. Maybe I'm on an island here, but I think Drew McIntyre is going to win, and that is going to allow Happy Corbin to drop that happy portion of him and just come back to being straight who he is.
Straight Baron Corbin, yeah. See,
I think him losing is going to be what, because here's the thing: if he's Happy Corbin and he beats Drew McIntyre, he can, he's still got that persona, that excuse to say, "Oh, I'm still happy," but. Losing to Drew McIntyre, I think, would make him very, storyline wise, again, we're still making sure, but I think, it would make sense creatively to have Drew McIntyre win. That way Happy Corbin can remove his new moniker or his exhausted moniker and go to a different change.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
See, the one thing I hated was McIntyre was such a badass. He'd come in, kick your ass, and leave. He's kind of gone soft. His character's gone a little bit more soft than I would have liked. I know he's got they changed him up a little bit. I just wish he'd just go back to that badass character and win the title. I think he was a good champion. But now they got him in like mid-card range, and that's where all good characters go to die, apparently. So, all right. So that covers night 1 of WrestleMania. There are 6 scheduled matches. And night 2, we covered. That's 5 matches. The only one that we have not covered, and we're going to bring up now, Lesnar, Reigns. This is without a doubt the biggest match in wrestling, WrestleMania history. We are taking both titles, both major titles, and unifying them with the winner of this match. Is there any way, disqualification or anything like that, where we see Universal Champion and WWE Champion separately? Mike, we'll talk with you.
Yeah, Mr. William, that's a year candidate. Let's say, I really want Lesnar to have title's going to unify. So he'll have the one title, but yeah, Wayne, yeah, this one could go either way, and I can't really decide right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, according to the dirt sheets, they got Lesnar basically retiring to Saskatchewan or taking time off, so it's kind of like a Becky Lynch type of situation. But at the same time, it's like, is WWE really wanting to unify these titles, or maybe they're going to go ahead and do a good 30-minute match, 20-minute match, and all of a sudden somebody's going to come in, screw things up, and, disqualification, no titles can change hands, and, we just go our happy, merry way, and we'll go ahead and talk about it on WrestleMania, on Raw after WrestleMania.
I'm trying to remember, has the Money in Bank been cashed in yet?
It has. Yes, it has.
I missed that one then.
I think it has.
Well, so I think I do think that Reigns will be the one to win it. I mean, they've unified these titles before, just when they were the old WCW and the WWE titles. They've done this before. I do see Roman Reigns winning, but I see him losing. Somehow I think they're gonna okie doke it somehow, where either Reigns wins outright and the crowd is pissed off because the titles are unified, or it's going to be a double disqualification is a great big one of these, which is why I don't think it's going to close out the show. I can see it going either way, either a double disqualification and then Lesnar dropping the title the next night since he is going on vacation.
Yeah.
Or I can't really buy into the whole notion that they're going to unify these titles again.
So Big E was the Money in the Bank winner, and of course we know his situation, but he did cash it in to become champion for whatever short-lived that was until Brock Lesnar came along. So
yeah, okay, yeah, thank you.
Yep, no problem. Yeah, because I was double checking. I just wanted to make sure too. Well, there you go. 11 matches, WrestleMania 38, but you and I both know that's not all the entertainment. Seth Rollins needs a match. And of course, we kind of know what that is. Cody Rhodes, AEW to WWE. Jenny. Actually, by the way, I've kind of messed up on the chat there. Miriam actually has said, Jenny, I enjoy seeing you paint. She did a little origami at work today.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool.
Somebody
I apologize, Miriam. That was a long time ago. I apologize. I missed you on that one.
You're a brat.
I am. I'm a brat today. I'm a big loser.
It's only
Stop it.
It's only 30 minutes ago.
Actually 27 minutes ago, but who's counting?
Seriously, dude.
So we both know that there's rumors going around. Cody Rhodes has signed with WWE. They're going to make the match. Is there any reason or anything that you see, Phil, that why WWE is dragging this on? Why haven't they just brought Cody back in to start prepping for the match?
Cody's the dude never gets out of ring. Ring rust is not something that exists for Cody Rhodes.
I'm not even talking about ring rust. I'm talking about promotion.
Well, all right. Well, I think the reason why is because WWE knows the dirt sheets have already leaked it. So, I mean, what's the point? I mean, because the idea is again a WrestleMania moment, right? To hear that crowd, that they're going to blow the roof off that place when Cody Rhodes' music hits, and I think that's why they haven't brought him back. Because they want to say the big pop for the big show.
Right. I'm kind of interested to see how it comes.
Well, because Seth Rollins, he is their ace, right? He's the guy. Him and Reigns, they're the guys. But I really believe that there's no way in hell. So everybody knows Rhodes is coming back, and he's going to challenge Seth Rollins in an impromptu match. But I think the reason why they're keeping it a mystery is because they're still trying to suspend imagination at some point. Although the dirt sheets do exist and they recognize they exist, they don't talk about them.
So Texas Mike, we all know Cody's coming back. We all know, and we're speculating. and I think almost to the point of confirming Seth Rollins is going to be the opponent. If this is true, Texas Mike, Seth Rollins or Cody, does Cody go ahead and put one over on Seth, or does Seth get put over by Cody?
I think Cody puts over Seth.
So Cody comes back to WWE and drops. Is that what you're saying?
No. Cody beats Seth, and then that starts a feud.
That starts a feud. Okay.
After WrestleMania.
I saw you shaking your head there, Philip. You think the same way?
Yeah, man. I was like, there's no way in hell. I mean, and Eric Gagnon, you called him something else earlier. Eric says Seth wins, man. I think that is the furthest thing possible. I mean, they may not have a match. Cody just may show up and kick the shit out of him and leave, right? And that would start. That way, nobody has to take an L, and that can build anticipation to the next pay-per-view. So I think it may kind of be like the Stone Cold Kevin Owens thing, where it's just going to be a quick ass whooping. I think it's going to be a time filler. It's going to be a hot dog run.
So what do we think this is going to happen? Do we think this is going to be night 1 or night 2? Or do you think they make the match night 1 and do it night 2?
And Mike, I don't know about you, buddy, but I think I'm of the belief that Kevin Owens and Stone Cold are going to close out night 1. That's what I believe.
Okay.
Because everybody's anticipating the Texas Rattlesnake, right? And he's, by all accounts, he's in pretty good shape. And I think he'll come in there and he'll put in a little bit of work and leave the crowd happy. With this whole beer bash and everything else, he's going to fuck that ring up with beer. So I can't see them doing a match afterwards.
That's what there is, according to the dirt sheets, there is a lot of people that are upset, or at least a lot of wrestlers have been rumored to be upset that closeout match or that closeout segment is being taken by a non-match. So, I mean, you gotta look at, I don't know if they're gonna do that. Would they do that to their wrestlers to the point where it's like, we're going to close out with a non-wrestling match. It's going to be the KO show with a Stone Cold Stunner Fiesta.
Well, all these wrestlers who are bitching about this slot being taken, I mean, here's the thing. They're going to be on the pre-show. They're going to be on the card somewhere. I mean, they WrestleMania, they always do like this crazy big show, where they have like a battle royal of everybody that didn't get on the main card. And so the thing is, by closing it out or having the rumor of Stone Cold being there and finishing, I mean, you're talking clicks, you're talking, subscribers, you're talking about people that are tuned in specifically for that. They're going to get their payday. They may not get the performance that they want, but they're going to get the payday. They're going to get the benefit of that. So I think that crime's overrated.
So, all right, Texas Mike, in regards to the Stone Cold segment, actually, both of us, what do we see? I'm going to start with Mike first, though. What do we see at the Stone Cold segment? Do we see stunners from both people, or are we just talking about Stone Cold just ass whipping KO and drinking till the cows come home?
Stone Cold stunning KO many, many times in a row with a lot of beer drinking.
All right. A lot of beer drinking, and I think, Philip, you see that the same way?
Yeah, but I also see them, just because the possibility, the intrigue is there. And again, it's all going to depend on Steve. So if Steve is good enough, because he's talked about one more match, right?
About it, but it's been, 9 years, 10 years? 19 years?
Like 19 years, I think is what I heard. So, I mean, he wants that one more. So I really think that, I don't know, man. I think Stone Cold might eat one. I think he's going to at least eat a stunner, at least one. And if he does, that means we'll get a chance to, so like while Stone Cold's doing his beer bash, celebrating, to close out the night, what a greater way to leave the shock value than have Stone Cold get left as the credits are rolling, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now if that happens, I think we're going to see Steve Austin in the next pay-per-view. But I think I'd agree with Mike. I think it's going to be a stunner fest, but I do believe that KO is going to at least get one on him.
That would be neat. Well, Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Texas Mike, I'm going to go ahead, give you your final thoughts, and we're going to close out that phone call, and then I'm going to close out the show here in a few minutes. So go ahead. Plug what you got to plug. Anything going on that you want to go ahead and say, let us know.
Thank you for having me on, Charles. It's been a pleasure. Cannot wait to come and meet you in person in a couple of weeks. It's going to be excellent, and cannot wait to hang out with you, and thanks for having me on.
You got it, man. Thanks very much. Have a good one. Have a good night.
Yep.
All right. That was Texas Mike calling us in, talking some wrestling. Philip, we got you going. I hope you enjoyed yourself there. It was a good hour and a half there.
Yeah, it's a good program, man. I really enjoyed the conversation.
Jenny, I know is kind of
let me on.
Jenny, I know is kind of in the dark. She's been there kind of, and Alyssa's actually been here for a half hour, 45 minutes. So she's like, "What the hell do I say?" Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hi.
she's like over here. It's like, what the hell do I talk about? Because she's not in. I mean, if it was the Roman Reigns hour, she'd be using the vibrator pretty heavily. But I'm just saying.
She's such an ass.
But she has you know what? And this is how deep it goes. We're actually going up and down the aisles to.
No. You were the one who brought that up.
I did. I'm just saying we went up and down the aisles at Walmart looking for some more toys for the kid to play with on the way up there. So I'm like saying, hey, listen, there's a Roman Reigns doll, and it's like, no, he wouldn't like that. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about for you.
Jesus.
It didn't even look like him.
Yeah, it does not. Those action figures suck. Jenny, listen, I appreciate you, and thank you very much for being patient. And I know you didn't have a lot to say today, and I don't know if that hurts you or not. I hope it doesn't.
No, I'm fine. I actually have been having a blast sitting here screwing around with the painting. I don't know how it's going to come out, but we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, definitely show me when I come up.
Your camera's focused in on your microphone, so you're a blur right now.
Oh, is it?
Actually, my camera's blurry because it's old, and I need to get a new one.
Yeah, it's old.
Well, I was just going to say,
but it makes me look. Huh?
I said I was just going to say you've never looked better. But
wow.
You know what? Fight me, dude. Fight me.
No, what's the other one you use?
Fuck you. Right?
There you go. That's what I was searching for that one.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Where's Crystal when I need her? Fuck you.
Crystal, I think, probably clicked on and clicked off after she realized we're talking about wrestling.
So if you want to know more about me, you can go to jencoffee.com.
Wait. What?
Jencoffee.com. Yeah, that place. You can find a lot of my ruminations on The Mighty, where I am published quite frequently. And you can see this show and lots of other good shows and Philip's show on IPMNation.com.
IPM Nation. Philip, go ahead and plug your show too as well.
Hey guys, like Miss Jenny said, IPM Nation, AOW Radio. Catch me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 5:30 p.m. We're going to move back to 5 o'clock starting next week. Central Standard Time. We're on all social media platforms to include YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch. We're everywhere. Just type in the Philip D. Blackman Show. Look for the logo and listen in. Mental Health Monday seems to be the favorite one. Talking lots of mental health issues for all people, not just veterans.
So Philip is moving back his show a half hour, and no particular reason, right?
Well, I mean, because all right, look, one of the things that I've learned is if you want to be great, watch the greats, right? And a lot of everybody that has a talk show, they usually start at the top or the bottom, you start at the top of the hour. Nobody does it in the middle of the hour. That's why I'm going back to, try to step in line with the greats.
Gotcha. All right. My friend, thank you very much for joining us. Hopefully you had a good time, and hopefully we'll see you back here real soon.
Thank you, guys. Have a blessed one.
You guys all have a great one as well. And don't forget also, too, I'll plug in my site, rawtalkonlineradio.com. We got great morning shows every morning, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. We start with the Morning Mayhem all the way to 10 a.m. And then from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Time, the Steve Jarrett Morning Show. And then all the great shows come through. Matt Connerton Unleashed from 4 to 6, Monday through Friday, live, and us Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 to 9 Eastern, live as well. And, of course, Inside the Mothership on Sundays from 12 to 2. But that is going to do it. We are out of here. And when I say out of here, I mean out of here. We're going to be out of here for 2 weeks. I'm going to go ahead and get my New England on Gonna get my clam cake on, my broil on. Gonna get some good pizza up there.
Hey, just don't leave your A's while you're there. Make sure you bring those back.
I tend to lose them sometimes from now. I tend to lose them sometime from now and then. So
anyway, in the car.
Yeah, I'll leave in the car. Remember, it's the R's, not the A's. R's. Anyway, all right, we're out of here. Have a great weekend, everybody. Don't drink and drive, and if you do, make sure that you stay with a clear road or something like that. I don't know. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Too high, get to see the light. Yeah, it's true, been there before. But now the sun don't hurt me. It blinded me.